it off.
Okay, I'm going live. Hello. Oh, no, wait, I have to change NUKE's flag. Still has a Belgian flag. My bad.
That stream control.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going live. And I can hear myself now. That's cool. Hello. Okay. It's not so cool. So curse is first.
Yes. Looks like Curse is actually first.
Oh.
Both players are in the server. I think they're ready.
Who do you want to
Alright,
watch?
I will defer whoever you pick. I will pick someone else. Or I'll take the who's left, obviously. Duh. I think in this match it's going to be exciting from either person's perspective.
Yeah.
So.
I'm gonna take fair.
Alright, I'll watch the Nukester. You heard it here, folks. If you want to see Nuke, watch from my camera. If you want to see Fear's perspective, watch from Ravhay's camera. Or if you want to see both, load them both up and do dual screen, man. For those dual monitor people, that'd be pretty wicked.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that is really in sync. Like, I'm not sure.
I hope so. It
Yeah.
should be.
And if it's not, you can always like get the bar a bit to the left.
Well, the neat thing is when this is done, there is a video, a POV from both sides.
Yeah.
Just going to watch basically from first person from our respective players the entire game. Switch to the in-game screen.
Yeah.
Fear
So
versus
this
Nuke.
is Nuke's map, and Agony will be Fear's map.
Two pretty much as old school as they come, 1v1 maps. Sniper Arena round 2 between Nuke and Fear, and this one's been on our upset watch list for a while. I think a lot of people have said that Nuke, even
Oh
Fear
no,
himself has said that
I have no
Nuke has a
colors.
chance. He just has to outplay him. I mean, what do you think, Rav? What are Nuke's chances being such a higher seed than Fear?
I think Nuke might have the better aim, but I think Fear is a bit better map control. So yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be really tough. Like yeah, they're both like fucking good. So it's gonna be a close game, I'd say.
Yeah, potentially a 3-mapper.
Yeah, could be.
I think the argument between these two is aim versus power up and map control.
Yeah.
Nuke thinks that brute aim will be able to
brute force.
Yeah. So we'll see if that'll pull through. Since I know Fear has pretty great map control and power up control.
And
yeah, we've commented several times throughout this tournament how basically these power-ups don't necessarily matter if you can outshoot your opponent by a significant amount. As I am going to be watching from Nuke. Looks like Fear did get the belt spawn, did he not? Or was it Nuke?
No, that
No
was
cat
Nuke.
to belt.
Nuke picking up the first belt of the game to kick off the map pick. Curse, which is Nuke's pick, if I'm correct.
Yep. The lower seed is always the first map.
And I think this is going to be a map that, you know, surprisingly could play into Fear's hand if we're still talking about the tactician versus, you know, guerrilla scenario, as Fear actually had the drop on Nuke, but he won the day and turns it into 2 quick frags. He's got time on belt, knows it will be up here shortly.
Yeah, and the
Good start
belt
for Nuke here on the
belt
first
is
map.
in such a horrible position on this map.
It's kind of one of those things where if he knows you're there, you're pretty isolated, but Nuke, as Blackout pointed out, is supremely confident in his aim and thinking it is going to be the deciding factor in this match. Damn the torpedoes, who cares about the tactics, although despite saying that, he has gotten the first 2 belts here on this map.
Yeah. Not much map control from Fear, yeah.
Nuke showing he knows the little BT jumps here on this map. That's one of the things I really do enjoy about the subtleties of some of UT's 1v1 scenarios, the movement on maps like this. Deck.
Yeah, very quick routes.
It looks like Fear is just camping here, waiting for the belt.
Perhaps the way this map has
you got
started
the
perhaps
belt.
has Fear rattled, as he really, or I don't know, maybe not. That was surprising that Nuke allowed Fear to get that belt pretty much uncontested.
You probably thought that Fear was going to go straight for the pads since Nuke contested the first belt, or the second belt rather. But instead he decided to wait him out.
And Nuke catches Fear sleeping as Fear drops to pick up
Oh
the pads
my.
and gets taken down in 2 shots by Nuke, who is in full-on beast mode right now. 4-0 lead on the first map, Curse, which is his pick. Can he follow it up and make it 5 with the spree? Goes for the dodging matrix shot, but misses it as Fear is in full-on retreat at this point.
Nuke's aim is just insane.
And he hits the blind shot, knowing that Fear was in there, going for the belt. And did Fear actually pick the belt up there?
Yeah, Fear got the belt.
Just did right now.
Nuke essentially conceding it after going on the initial killing spree. Fear dropping down to the pads area. Nuke knows he's there. And finally, ending his spree, Fear is on the board.
Yeah.
Roughly 3 minutes into this game. Nice start for Nuke.
Yeah, starting with a killing spree.
Yeah, against the number 2 seed in this tournament, you cannot ask for much more than that on your map pick, as he follows it with a nice headshot to win the pads. And I don't know if Nuke keeps playing the way he's playing, his prophetic vision of this tournament and the meta of it could reign true. Oh, and a nice rising shot by Fear coming up the elevator.
It's
A little bit of perhaps a
pretty,
confidence
pretty
builder for Fear.
lucky spawn there also.
Did Fear get the belt?
Yeah, Fear got the belt. So Nuke is just waiting for nothing.
And Fear leveraging that belt to get some frags on Nuke, who I don't know if he needed
stole
to
the
make
elevator.
that dodge onto the elevator. Lucky that Fear did not take him out. We're seeing Fear keep it close. He's got the belt advantage, turns it into a 2 frag deficit. And the next belt is going to be up probably pretty soon. Oh, Nuke had the drop on Fear, misses 2 shots in a row. Lucky for Fear there.
Fear getting up, going for the belt, so...
Nuke taking the elevator. Fear is going to hear that. We're going to... Oh, and Fear! Prediction shot to take down Nuke. Follows it up with a second to tie the game.
Good
And
comeback.
he gets the belt. So superior positioning and map control paying off for Fear to tie the game up.
A bit slow start for him.
And Nuke utilized the pads from below. He hears Fear lurking up top, though. This is not really an advantageous position to take a pot shot on Fear, but Nuke perhaps wanting to go a bit unorthodox, unpredictable on the seasoned 1v1 player Fear. Engagement up top, won by Fear, despite Nuke taking the belt off. He gets the spawn on the belt side of the map, comes up the elevator. Fear is waiting for him again and puts him down again to take a 2-frag lead. And again, Fear having the belt timed to the second. That's his 3rd in a row, I think. Oh, and 3 shots in a row for Nuke to remove the belt and take Fear out. But
Nice
Fear gets
headshot there
right
from
next
Fear.
Very nice.
Oh,
Another one.
says Fear, as he is maintaining a 3-frag lead and Nuke camping out at the belt. Oh,
Seek more. Oh!
from Nuke.
Trash talking.
Looks like Fear is getting to him now.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what Fear wants, to play mind games with Nuke, and Nuke taking a page out of Fear's book. Catches Fear completely by surprise, lurking in the belt. It comes up just as Fear arrives to contest it. Lucky for Nuke, he didn't know when it was coming up. He was just playing the waiting game. And we'll see if he has the mental fortitude to actually time it, because he picked it up that time. You know Fear's going to time it. He's smart enough to do so. I'm not saying that Nuke's not, but you know, he's basically come out and said that he's not necessarily worried about the power-ups, as he thinks his aim will be the deciding factor in this match. Fear seems to have these elevators pretty perfectly staked out. Like when Nuke's coming up, he's right there waiting for the easy opportunistic shot.
And it is all about control. I mean,
I missed the shot.
missed a shot, but I think that's the position that you're talking about.
And just like that, as I said earlier, Nuke actually picked up the belt, but Fear was close enough to know when it came up, and he had a time to second, and Nuke conceding it to Fear, but doesn't necessarily matter as he puts Fear down despite it to keep it within 4. Impressive performance by both players, pretty much employing what we thought they would. Fear.
Oh, Nuke caught sleeping.
And Fear not making that shot there. Nuke making the shot.
As the play has slowed down here. Nuke picking up the belt. Surprising that Fear gave that up, as he pays the price for it.
Yeah, Fear took the slow road.
That was a huge frag by Fear, utilizing that lucky spawn to catch Nuke off guard to remove the belt and put him down. Maintain a 4-frag lead. About 6 minutes remaining here on this. Plenty of time for Nuke to certainly come back, but Fear just slowly, methodically building a lead here. Saw earlier, Nuke definitely maybe a little bit of frustration. Oh, Blake taking a page out of Fear's book.
Oof.
Getting a headshot to an unsuspecting Fear coming up the elevator. That was a nice play by Nuke.
Nasty frag there.
And Nuke not knowing exactly when the belt coming up, just waiting for it, picks it up, Fear hears it, and wow, threads the needle right around the corner to pick up that headshot, to bring it within 2. Nuke is starting to feel it. Here's the, I believe it was Pad's pickup by Fear,
Oh
and
my.
reacts accordingly to catch him come around the corner, decapitates him.
And then
One more body shot, ties the game up, and just like that, this is an entirely different game.
still a really close game. Nice shot there from Fear, but Nuke getting the kill there. Lucky spawn there.
A very nice answer from Nuke. So far, this game absolutely living up to the hype, and we're only in the first map with 5 minutes remaining. I don't know. Blackout, would you say this is a relatively low-scoring curse, or I don't know, is this about expected with these caliber players here?
No, I feel like this is actually pretty average. I feel like once we start reaching the 3 to 2 minute mark, people are going to start playing more conservatively.
So the pace is probably going to slow down at that point.
Oh yeah, a lot more, especially if Nuke has the lead. I don't think he's willing to actually risk it.
Oh, so you think at that point he will perhaps take a page out of Fear's book and play smart and utilize the advantage rather than just saying, hey, you know what, my aim's better than you, I'm going to keep coming at you.
He needs to play it smart.
He's actually doing that now with just a 1 frag lead. As you see there, waiting for Fear to expose himself, hits him once, falls down. I don't think that was intentionally. And
Fear waiting for the belter.
Up the elevator, you know Fear hears it. And these fights are so interesting as Nuke can't see Fear. But Fear does tie the game up there. Nuke opting for the pads as Fear does have the belt advantage.
Headshot.
And I think Nuke's a little flustered here. I don't think he expected it to be this close at this point, particularly with the start that he had.
Yeah,
Fear's kind of got him figured out, I think, at this point, despite how close the game is, as he brings it to a 2-frag lead with just about 3 minutes remaining on the clock.
At this point, I would think Fear is going to start running a little bit more, take pot shots.
And it was actually surprising there. I saw Fear with the bell. Oh,
nice shot there.
Jumping headshot. What did you do? Beautiful shot from Fear as he picks up the belt. Nuke has him isolated there.
We got the belt now.
Excuse me, he hadn't picked it up yet, but Nuke, the rising elevator headshot. I was going to say earlier, Fear was actually using that belt to take the pads from Nuke, so he really doesn't want to let Nuke have any sort of health armor advantage. Fear picking up the pads there and quickly making an exit. Nuke still within striking distance and the death from above headshot.
And he spawned right there. Oh,
second spawn, no.
Nice shot there from Fear.
Taunting Nuke. And I don't know, Fear on fire, feeling it right now. Nuke in a bit of desperation mode. Down by 6 frags on his map pick. Fear hitting the blind shot on Nuke, waiting on the belt. Oh, but
belt is still up.
Answers. That was a huge lucky frag by Nuke to pick up that belt, to keep his hopes alive. Within 6, just under 2 minutes, but Fear is there at the pads. Loses his belt because he doesn't see him. And Fear wins it and is going to pick up the pads accordingly. Nuke. Oh, man, I don't know. Not looking good for him at this point. What a shot, though, from Nuke. Catch Fear trying to go up that second small lift.
There you go.
Oh, boy. The waiting game is starting.
Game now.
Yeah.
Like I called it earlier, Fear is
Fear had enough.
You see Nuke frantically racing around the map trying to find Fear because he knows there's only a minute 15 on the clock and he's down by 6. He can run every single spawn. He's got to hope to get a frag and string a couple together if he can get some lucky spawns right in front of him.
He'll never find him here.
To find him. Where is he hiding, folks? I'm watching from Nuke. Where is he hiding, Blackout?
He's close.
He's actually on.
He's really close.
He's on one of the lamps. Actually, it's pretty interesting.
Fear was just laughing at Nuke, who cannot find him. Of course, I'm watching from Nuke, so I have no idea where Fear is. Oh! No! I thought that was him. That was not him. Nuke picking up the belt. Fear perfectly content to continue hiding. And this...
Oh my god, and he's getting the kill!
Getting the blind headshot
Oh my god.
Oh, and a rage headshot from Nuke at Fear picking up the pads. But the psychological damage, I think, is done. Fear is going to take this map and carry some significant momentum, I would think, in the second one. You got to be upset if you're Nuke at this point. What did you think, Blackout?
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, especially Nuke.
Nuke is trying keywords now. He's typing now.
Oh, wow. Nuke saying you played like a faggot, expected more of a game. You know, like I said, playing The mind games is Fear getting under Nuke's skin. We'll have to see if he plays better angry or not, because he is up against it now on map 2, having to win agony to hopefully force a tiebreaker. Fear, the tactician, perseveres in map 1.
And Nuke is saying that he will punish him on spawns on the next map.
Continues the mental jabs, does Fear.
So yeah, that is first map win for Fear.
So it looks like that tactics actually have played out in round 1. Nuke did have some pretty nice aim, but I feel like they were actually pretty equal on aim.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would agree. And then we saw Nuke take a few pages out of Fear's book, camping the elevator, waiting in the belt, catching Fear off guard a couple times. Like, it wasn't like he was completely balls to the wall that entire map. So we'll have to see if maybe like I said, if he plays angry this next map and just goes full on, I'm going to run at you the entire 15-minute map.
That's going to be pretty hard. There is a lot of health and armor and belts as well. So
And I think the spawns will come into play here. As you may think it's a frag or even 2 frags in a row will win you a power up. If it's not coming up that second, it's pretty easy for a player to respond because these spawns are so unpredictable. We'll go into map 2. Fear's pick is Agony after winning Nuke's pick of Curse. For tuning in, and again, for those of you that don't know, you can select which player you want to watch. You can watch from Fear's perspective on the main camera, or you can watch from Nuke's perspective on the secondary camera. You can just click one of the small rectangle windows above the video window in YouTube. Pretty cool feature that we're employing, which is pretty much perfect for this 1v1 scenario where you're
yeah, for
essentially like spectating. You
1v1
can
is
watch
really
either
great.
guy.
Maybe
Just
not.
gonna essentially get the same casting and commentary on either stream. It's just whose POV do you want to watch? Whose aim is hot? But do you want to see the tactician? Do you want to see the hot aim? Do you want to see the guy that's raging? Your choice. You have the option. We're waiting for this to get underway.
Or if you can't choose, just open them both.
Yeah, absolutely. Round of 16 in this single elimination tournament. Looking to make it to the quarterfinals are these guys, and you got to think that whoever comes out of this match is going to be a contender moving forward. But we're, of course, we are getting to that point with the quarters and the semis. Pretty much everybody is a contender. So it'll be interesting to see how some of these later round matches pan out. Of course, Blackout is with us, and he is waiting for his opponent in the quarterfinals. And that'll be either the number 1 seed Blatt or Infamous Raider, who I think is a 17 seed. They were going to play today, but I think that also got postponed. So
Yeah, I think Blah, his internet was not working or something.
the Europeans having some internet issues, but we'll get that played this week and hopefully cast if it does get played during the week. Of course, the quarterfinals will likely be during the end of next week and Sunday, I would think, again, like we've been doing so far.
Someone is like, fly away from those pictures, else it's R-rated stream. Yeah, I'm looking at the titties.
Yeah, I see what you're watching, Fear, the Rav. Boobs. I gotta say, for a game that was made in 1999, that's not half bad.
No, they look
And that's
pretty
on
nice.
stream too. Pixelated. Like 1990s trying to watch scrambled porn. As it looks like, I guess we're having a bit of a timeout. Fear. Maybe playing some more mental games with Nuke. Waiting for this next map to start.
Nuke saying on IRC, Fear, click in, pussy ass cunt.
Click in, scrub.
I'll
I
just.
wonder what Nuke is going to say if he does manage to lose this to Fear. I wonder what excuses.
Can we get him in
Well,
the?
he's already come out with some excuses, calling him a pussy with how he's been playing, saying he expected a game, you know, and blah blah blah. And to me, it's like this is the exact game I would have expected if I were Nuke. Fear is gonna game you. He's got good aim, but he even came out and said, you know, perhaps this is non games too. Maybe he doesn't actually believe it, but he came out and said himself he thought Nuke had better aim, but he could beat him with superior map knowledge and positioning and tactics.
And it looks like that's paying out for Fear.
But I'm surprised that Nuke is, I don't know, maybe he's just angry at his own performance, but I'm surprised he's responding the way he is and saying Fear is playing like a pussy when, you know, this is exactly what I would have expected. You know, that's 1v1. It's not really playing like a pussy, it's 1v1. It's being smart. Leveraging an advantage against a player, and if you don't have an advantage, be it, you know, health or armor, then don't go at him. Play smart. That's the name of the game.
And
Especially this isn't just
while we're waiting,
this is a tournament.
I'm just gonna play
Yeah,
Tetris. Why not? Oh, okay.
It looks like
Never
Fear
mind.
finally clicking in, so let's get back
Yeah, no Tetris. Sorry, guys.
into the game. Once again, I will be watching Nuke on camera 2. The main camera will be Fear, who won map 1. This is map 2. Fear's pick. And Nuke getting the first belt. Will he win the engagement? No, Fear takes him down and gets first blood on map 2.
A race for the armor, it looks like. Oh no.
Fury got the armor and the pads.
Nuke playing smart, utilizing the vials because he knows that Fear took the belt off of him and probably has armor and pads. Nuke taking some damage, charging right at Fear. Not sure if this is a wise decision, but ultimately wins the day by the skin of his teeth. At 26 health, picking up health and vials. Still wounded though, 91 HP. Fear knows it. Nuke wisely retreats, runs into Fear at the belt ramp, and Fear wins the engagement. Is probably going to win the belt. No, a fortuitous spawn from Nuke. Oh, and Fear, the deny shot. That's going to win him the belt. That's a huge shot from Fear. And Fear also picking up the armor, so nice early map control from him. I guess that was kind of smart by Nuke, not necessarily forcing the issue. Fear was in a better position. He had the belt, he had the armor. Nuke couldn't necessarily run right at him, even if he wanted to. But realistically, the health belt advantage was won by Fear's aim there. You know, just winning those one-on-one battles up front. Nuke, 3 huge shots. Gets the double kill spawn. That's a staple of agony through the window. Looking for the third. Catches Fear sleeping. Can't put him down though, and finally does. Oh, he was so lucky there. Wins it by 6 HP, but Fear, who gets a close spawn, knows he's wounded and finishes him off to win the belt.
Headshot through that window.
Fear heating up, taunting Nuke, playing mind games. Got a 2-frag lead here early on Agony. Been doing a good job of getting those belts from Nuke. Either by good timing or just by brute force and fragging him and taking it. And I don't know, if you're Nuke, do you pick a side of the map and try to hold it? You know, perhaps the belt side? As he catches Fear waiting for the armor, takes off the belt, but Fear picks up the armor as soon as he loses the belt, and as a result wins the fight over Nuke. Got to be a little frustrated if you're Nuke, because essentially you're winning the engagements, but Fear has more health than you do every single time. As Fear again wins the belt, has it timed perfectly, and puts down Nuke as a result to make it a 4-frag lead, make that 5. And if you're Nuke, you got to be getting frustrated at this point. It's just you're getting completely outmatched at this point. It's not just the power-up map control. It's also just the one-on-one engagements.
I feel like also Nuke is trying to rely on his aim too much to get those headshots just to bring down Fear, his armor and health.
It's kind of... And we've seen a couple of fights where he, he'll get the headshot to remove the belt, but Fear, aims good enough to finish him off before he can take off that 100 that's left, or even a little bit more, as Fear has been cognizant of the bile so far, using the belt again to put Nuke down.
Rampage.
Oh,
Fear
and it's
getting a rampage and a double. Follow up with the multi. No.
and Nuke. If you're Nuke at this point, you're just trying not to get embarrassed, because it's resulted in a quick 10 frag lead for Fear, and there's still 11 minutes on the clock. Oh, and another frag from Fear. He is really feeling it. Nuke is flustered.
Yeah, well, still a lot of time left, of course.
Fear getting the better of that engagement as well, although neither player hitting that accurately in that fight. Nuke just being ever the aggressor, despite Fear taking armor and belts right in front of him. Oh, and that's unfortunate.
Fear getting like all the power-ups.
Oh, that's a nice shot from Nuke. A little bit of luck, but Fear responds quickly and is picking up the belt. Again, perfectly timed from Fear. But a nice shot from Nuke to finally put Fear down, and he's going to win the armor from that frag. 13 frags down. Nuke need to make a bit of a move here. There's 10 minutes on the clock, but you don't want this lead to get any bigger at this point, as Fear has played this magnificently thus far, both from a map control power-up perspective, timing the belt perfectly, but also winning the clutch engagements when he's needed to. Nuke it's not been in his cards thus far. Runs into Fear near the pads. He has the advantage. He's got to close the distance and win this frag. Fear retreating. Probably headed for the belt. Nuke
Belt's gonna be up.
to put him down, and Fear catches him chasing. Can't put him. Apparently, Fear was not wounded enough, because despite taking 2 more body shots, he's still able to pick up the belt. But Nuke brute forces that engagement and finally puts Fear down.
Oh, damn.
I don't know. Fear is on another level right now. I don't think Nuke has any chance at this point in this map, the way it's going so far. What can Nuke do? I mean, what?
I think he needs to play a little bit more smart. Follow Fear's tactics. This running straight at him isn't really working out, especially since Fear is stacked, nearly stacked every time they engage.
Double kill.
Yeah, Fear is he's had that. But see, even here where, Fear didn't have he didn't have a huge advantage. Finally, Nuke getting the headshot there, but the first 2-3 engagements up close were won by Nuke, and finally Nuke getting a nice follow-up frag to win the belt. But Fear getting the armor. Smart play from him. Nuke smart being aggressive, as he does have the advantage with the belt. He needs to close the distance, and Fear wisely cutting off all the angles, laughing at Nuke in the process. 17 frag lead for him with 8 minutes remaining. Completely content to just run laps around the map and make Nuke chase him, because he already caught him with a trailing frag earlier. Although Nuke actually had an opportunistic position on him. Fear didn't see him. He did some damage, but not enough, as Fear is just staying stacked. Another showdown at the Naked Ladies. Nuke finally coming down on top. That's a belt.
It's the
For
second
Nuke.
belt
Again,
for
I think
Nuke.
it's the second one.
Yeah.
And look at that. Just Nuke going on a killing spree. He's still down by 14, but not completely out of the realm of possibility with 7 minutes left. If he plays it smart and starts winning these engagements, keeps this spree going. You'll remember Fear had the early, I think it was Rampage, almost made it to dominating earlier. Build this lead. Nuke might have to do the same. Bring it back.
Looks like Nuke is chasing him down.
First just waiting for him now. And
Oh, Fear
Nuke just fell for
that
that.
shot. Fear baited him. I think he's content to just make Nuke chase him, and he feels comfortable being charged does Fear, regardless of kind of the health situation. And again, some perfect belt timing from Fear.
Double kill, and can he get them? No, he can't.
Oh, it's 3 in a row for Fear. He gets one more. Oh, Nuke stops him with that. Fear almost making it to the 30 or the 20 frag lead mark, but Nuke trying to stop the bleeding. Remember, he has lost map 1. If he wants any chance of winning this match, as he dodges away from the belt. No, it wasn't up, excuse me. But if he wants any chance of advancing in this tournament, he has to win this map to force a tiebreaker. Fear winning the first map pretty comfortably and looking even stronger here on map 2.
I can also predict that if Nuke does manage to come back and chain a couple of kills, Fear is definitely not going to make it easy on him.
Oh, and again, Fear timing the belt, picking it up. I mean, he lost it, but I mean, Nuke has to work to get those frags when Fear picks up the belt. I mean, not only is it debilitating because you don't get to leverage that against him when you're already down, you have to work that much harder to win that frag and not go into a bigger hole. As Fear is lolling at Nuke. And Nuke, to me, strikes me as the type of player who's not a play-from-behind player. I mean, he's more of a front runner, I think. And
Oh my god.
Fear is utilizing this to his advantage, being, taunting him subtly and using mind games to his advantage to keep this lead comfortable.
Yeah,
Nice
and he's
headshot.
just diving ZZ after every frag.
You got to think IRC is going to be a shit fest after this match.
you should have.
Picking up another belt.
We
And
should
another
invite
frag.
Nuke to TeamSpeak.
Yeah, we should invite them both so we can hear them have it out live on stream. That would be really interesting to hear. As for all intents and purposes,
Oh my.
this map and match is over. Fear is
Rampage.
just... Wow. On another level. Nuke lands on his head.
Yeah, he tried to Mario.
Finally gets the headshot.
He tried to do a
Nice.
Mario on him.
Did.
Bling! Bling bling!
See some Goomba action here.
Yeah.
Fear picks up the armor. Nuke is there. Very little health.
And Nuke dying right in front of those ladies.
I don't know if there's any effort on planet Earth that could win the map in this situation. Spear picks up another belt. He is 2 frags shy of a 30 frag lead here on map 2 to win the match and move to the quarterfinals, but a nice frag from Nuke.
User joined your channel.
Hi, I'd like to join in for the shoutcast.
Hi!
Welcome, friend.
Hello, Rum.
So I've
What
been
would
watching this.
you like to add to the discussion here as we watch the closing minutes of this map, which is pretty much garbage time? I think we've all agreed that Fear has this one well in hand. What have you thought of their performances, Rum?
Well, I kind of called it a bit because it's pretty obvious that Fear actually practiced the map. I guess if Nuke actually noticed I was playing against Fear in this map like 3 or 4 times because he already knew he was gonna pick this.
I'm kind of surprised because if he was hoping to take any kind of map advantage on Fear, which would be difficult to begin with because he's one of the more experienced players in the tournament. Why is it going to end up being 2 of the most played 1v1 maps in the Unreal Tournament lexicon? I mean, Agony, huge 1v1 map. Obviously, Curse, another big one. If he wants to use the map advantage, I would have thought he would have gone for something like Rose, maybe. Particularly considering that map is an aim map. It's aim-centric.
Or maybe Stalwart. Yeah.
Or maybe even a map that doesn't have belt. Go with a map that's only armor, like you said, Stalwart, although it does have a keg.
Yeah. Well, I
This
guess.
map is so sporadic that Fear didn't like it, but he got so used to the spawns already that he just instantly knows where you are every time. Especially after playing against me, because I use spawns to my advantage all the time.
Perhaps some of the reps that he got against you, Rummy, Kind of
So-
tuned him up for this match.
So I'd like to say if he somehow gets up to the semifinals and I get to the semifinals, I am going to forfeit my match
What?
because I do not want to play him
Why?
because he also warmed up to his old self because he beat me on some of my best maps by like 50.
Wow.
Can you not only meet him in the final, the grand
And it's
final?
actually the maps that are neutral for both of us. He beat me as he is taunting.
Do
him
you even
again
live,
by
bro?
saying-
Oh my god.
Rummy in typical fashion, trying to downplay his own abilities to catch any of his opponents sleeping. And I'm telling you all now, don't fall for it. Do not fall for his sandbagging.
Listen, I'm not the best.
Definitely a lot of great players still in this tournament. Of course, Fear obviously being one of them.
What?
Doing it here
what was
against
the-
Nuke.
What was the tiebreaker actually for this?
I'm not sure what it would have been.
Leandri.
Leandri?
Yeah.
If it got to Leandri actually, like if Fear actually tried to sample right now, Leandri would be a blowout for Fear. Like he would dominate him.
And that's surprising because that's another essentially 1v1 old school staple map.
Yeah.
As we see the map close out, not even close. Fear. Ooh, we say it next. Game
Yeah,
over.
I was gonna
Good
connect to
night.
the ser- I was gonna connect to the server and say 1v1.
My UT just crashed.
1v1 scrub. That's gonna do it for round 2, I think.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. Well, actually, there were 2. That'll do it for tonight, anyways.
Yeah,
but
tonight.
there were 2 matches that didn't happen today. That was Kyle Wynn's Unreal Shots and Bled versus Infamous Raider. Of course,
Yeah, Bled-
Blackout waiting to see who he'll face from that matchup.
Blood told me his internet went out, so I think they might have to reschedule that. We would have wanted to see.
Another highly anticipated match, the Kyle Wynn's Unreal Shots. Who the winner of that match will go on to face JYB, who we saw win earlier today. Of course, Nuke losing to Fear in tough fashion in 2 maps.
Yeah.
Moving on to face
So
Rain, who got the upset over Cud. So that'll be an interesting match in the quarterfinals. Fear versus Rain, 2 AIM Titans. But I don't know,
Yeah.
the way Fear was playing, I got to think that he's got the edge on Rain in that match. What do you think, Rummy?
I think I'm scared of Fear. That's all.
Scared of Fear, but not scared of Rain, so that probably says it, right?
you have to play finals first, Remy.
I don't know actually.
Yeah, Rummy has to face Finals, who defeated Sonic.
See, the only
Finals
reason-
is he's got a second life in this tournament, so playing like he has no tomorrow.
Let's see, like, for me, when I play against someone like Finals or whatever, I'm just like, the only reason I actually beat Morpheus is because Paco, I told Paco I wanted to Sabo, but then I got a lot of PMs saying, man, you gotta be Morpheus. Man, you're gonna hear his voice in your dreams and stuff like that. I was like, I don't think I can handle that. So, there we go.
So you're saying you might lose to Finals, I guess is what you're saying. You feel your obligation in this tournament is over. You've already exceeded your own expectations.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm good at 1v1, but I know where my limit is. I mean, I might be a Finals, but who knows? I think I just gotta practice a bit more.
So
Well, you heard it from Rummy, but that's pretty much going to do it for us tonight, Rav. Right, Rav?
yep. Next one, pretty exciting, I guess. Fear versus Rain.
Yeah, a lot of good games coming up. Of course, we still have a couple that'll get played, I guess, sometime this week.
Yeah.
Hopefully early this week.
2 games.
We'll see who
Black versus
advances
IR.
on to the quarterfinals. Oh man, but anyway, excuse me, folks. Sorry, starting to yawn already. It's been a long day. I think I'm gonna go play some. Get some dinner first, and then maybe play some CS:GO. So.
Yeah. So I'm gonna close this thing here.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll catch you next time.
You folks can rewatch it if you want.
Yeah.
Good night.
Dual stream out.